Java, so only one type of mode of inheritance is available, that is a public mode of inheritance. So in a C++, the three ways are available for an inheritance, that is a public mode, private mode and protected mode. So it depends on the mode of inheritance. The data, that is the fields and methods are decided how they are accessible inside the derived class, into the child class or into the subclass. But in case of Java, Java only supports a public mode of inheritance. That's why whatever the fields and the methods are available inside the superclass, that fields and methods as it is inherited with its respective access specifiers into the subclass. So it remains as it is, whatever it is defined inside the superclass. Okay, so if the private data member is defined inside the superclass, then after inheritance, the private remains private inside the subclass. If it is a public is defined inside the superclass particular field or method, then it becomes public as it is inside the subclass after the inheritance. So that's why there is no confusion between the mode of inheritance. Only useful mode of inheritance, that is public mode of inheritance, is available. Now another important concept in Java is the object class. So object is the main class available in Java. If a class, any class, when we define in Java, and that class suppose has no superclass defined, in that case that class by default extended from the java.language.object, that is means object class. So object class is available in java.language package, and java.language package is by default available for each and every program in Java. So if we define any class inside the program, then in that case by default one superclass is available for that, is a object class, and that's why it is known as a super cosmic base class or universal base class. But always remember the condition: if in our class there is no any superclass defined by the programmer, then okay, then and then only the object is a superclass. Otherwise, if any programmer define any superclass, in that case there is no object is a superclass. Okay, now let's see in our example. So for example, just check for a person, public class person, there is no any superclass defined, correct? That means for this class by default one superclass is available, and that class means is an object. So that object class is available inside the package is import java.lang.object. Okay, so you just write this statement or you don't write, by default it is available, that's why doesn't matter, correct? Now from the object class, when you define it, so some of the methods are available for this class. Okay, because now person is look like this: extends object, correct? So you write this or you don't write it, automatically it is a superclass. Now if you do like this, automatically the methods which is available inside the object and data members which is available inside the object, it gets inherited into the person class. So what are the methods and objects are available, data members are available inside the object? Just see here, some of the methods are listed here. The first method is clone method, another is equals, then finalize hash code, notify all, wait to string, etc. So what is the use of clone? At the time of object cloning we have to use it. Equals method just to check the equality of state of object. Finalize, in a garbage collection forcefully we can call a garbage collector. Hash code, which is having unique ID assigned for an object. Notify and notify all these and wait, these methods are used in a multi-threading, whether the other threads are in sleeping mode and whether it is ready to join or not. Okay, so it will use a notify and notify all. ToString, this method is basically from the object class. Okay, and that's why in a program that @override annotation is added when we auto generate, when we create a toString with the auto generate option. Okay, so toString is used to represent the string, the state of an object in the form of string. Okay, now just check in our example here. Look here, annotation is used and here toString is overridden. Now this toString is for the person class and we are defining overrides @toString from the object class, but from the object we are not using any property. Suppose you remove this also, it doesn't matter, but if I write this, and if I try to change the method signature, then it gives me error. Look at what is the error. The method toString of a type person must override or implement a super type method, that means as per the super type method signature. Correct? So it's like this. And here also we are doing the same thing. toString from the employee, but it is overridden from the person class. Now how many toStrings are available inside your program? Look, one is for the person, another is for the employee, but one is available here toString from the object class in a person. Correct? Yes. Are you getting? So I just remove this because by default it is available. It is more appropriate. Okay. So now tell me here, person obj is equal to new person 102. Suppose I give a name XYZ. So in that case, suppose I write a substatement for person object, give it object. Okay, so in that case the toString gets called from person class. Correct? Yes. Let's check the output. Yes, it is from the person class. But suppose now I make a comment. Now is it error? Now can I run the program? Person obj to toString. Right? Can I run it? Now look it. Now move the cursor on this. Now which toString gets called? java.lang.object.toString. Why? Because toString is inherited into the person, because person having an object as a superclass. Are you getting? So I run the program and now check the output. Now it is showing you something else. This 4e something, some code is available, and this is known as a hash code. Yes. So if the toString is not available inside your class, then at that time, if your superclass is an object, so toString gets called from an object class. Okay, and that toString, look here, it returns a string representation of an object. In general, toString method returns a string, that textual representation of this object, and result should be concise but informative representation that an easy person. So the description is given like this, and look here, some of the character @ and some hash code is available. Correct? So that hash code gets returned. Okay, so there is no error. Why? Because toString is provided with the help of person class. So these methods are available. Now I want to show another thing. So if I go like this, obj dot, now look here, the list of methods are available: get id, get name, hash code, toString, equals, get class, notify, notify all. So look here, get id, this is method written by me, correct? Get name also written by me, it is from person class, but hash code is not written by me, it is from the object class, but it is available for this object obj2. ToString is also available from the obj2. Equals also available. Get class is also available. Notify all also available. Set ID is from the person. It is written by me. Set name is written by me. Correct. Wait, wait. Correct. Wait. Three waits are available. Both three is from the object class. So all are public. That's why it is accessible outside the class, and this is accessible with the help of obj2. And obj2 is the object of person. But when you create object of person class, obviously object gets created for the object class, correct? And that's why these methods are available to you. You can give a direct call to this. Okay, so this is the use of inheritance, correct? So we can call the data members and methods of a superclass using the subclass objects. Yes, and when we create object of subclass, obviously object gets created for the superclass first and then subclass. Okay, so that is the thing, you have to just remember it. When we are not having any superclass, then in that case there is by default superclass available for that class is a object. Now in employee, just check it. In employee, which is a superclass now? Person. So here there is a class available, superclass is available for employee, that is a person. That's why there is no direct superclass for employee as object. Who is the superclass for employee? Is a person. And who is the superclass for person? Is a object. Object is not a superclass for employee, direct superclass of employee. Now which one is the topmost? Is object, then person, and then employee. So it's a multi-level. Yes, it's a multi-level, correct? So here if I make a comment for toString, so I make a comment, I save the program. Now tell me, here also I make a comment, I don't want this. Now tell me here which toString gets called. So what is your opinion? So toString is not available inside the employee now, but the employee having the superclass person. Now check, in a person there is any toString available? Yes, it is available, and it is inherited into the employee. So can I call this toString in using the employee object? It is a public. Yes, it is a public, so I can access it, so I can call it. Yes, so using this inheritance I can call. Okay, so now which toString gets called? Now look here, person dot toString is automatically called. Now what is the output of the program? Only ID and name, and it is from the person. What about the salary? 50,000. It is initialized or not? It is initialized, but in a toString it is not represented because this toString gets called from the person. You cannot call salary into the person because salary is available inside the employee. Employee is a subclass of the person, it is not a superclass. You cannot call a subclass data members and properties inside the superclass. Vice versa is possible, but reverse combination is not possible, correct? So this is overall some certain rules for the inheritance. So always go through the proper hierarchy, define the data members, private public access specifiers, then inherit it properly, cross check the properties, give the call to the functions using super keyword if you want to call the superclass methods, and then create a proper object and test the code. Okay, so thank you. If you have doubt, you can just make a comment.